stacks in this tournament. We're going to find out who drops out of the close qualifiers. It would be a disappointing showing for Talon, to say the least. At the same time, Castaway, they are on a little bit of a momentum swing here, going 2-0 earlier on. Sure, it's been a couple of hours since then, but they've got to be feeling good thanks to their start for the day. It's game number 1, Talon versus Castaway. And is it fair to say, then, that you don't really have a favorite coming out of the drafting stage? You think both drafts have their strengths and are pretty even?
Okay, so, I mean, there's different kind of players, right? There's players that like to play from ahead, and there's players that like to kind of chill for a while, right? And, you know, wait for the timing. And I feel like if you are the player that wants to play front foot from the start, you favor the team with the Earth Spirit in this game. The Earth Spirit is one of those heroes that can rotate the earliest from the mid lane. So if you're one of this, if you like this more, then I'd say the Castaway draft is your preferred draft. But if you're more of a laid-back gamer, if you want to chill a bit, wait for your minute 10, 15, 20 timing, like when the items come out, then it's probably Talon's draft that you prefer. And honestly, overall, I think Talon's draft is just a bit more solid. Let's say it like this.
Okay, so what exactly about the Castaway draft do you feel like is missing in terms of points compared to the Talon draft? Like, it's good, right? But why doesn't it stack up?
Okay, so what are these timings on the Radiant, right? Pangolier, he can of course go for the Vessel again. Super high tempo, right? If he goes for the Vessel, they have to go inside against the Alchemist, against the Pugna, right? This is cool. I like this. About the Earth Spirit, he can also go for Vessel, but they're not going to stack the Vessels, so it's probably going to be something like a Blade Mail plus a BKB. Those are his timing. The Nyx, he just wants to get level 6 early, get the Dagon. DK, he's going to farm the Armlet, the Mom, the Saint Yasha, the Blink, the BKB, right? And the Better is going to go for the Blink Dagger, right? These are the timings, which are, except for the DK, all pretty early timings, right? So this, it's going to be around 10 minutes to 15 minutes. They're peaking already, right? After that, of course, they will still scale. The DK will come into the picture, but still, they're peaking, let's say, in the first 10 to 15 minutes. While, on the other hand, Talon, they are going to peak with the Alchemist timings. It's going to be the Radiance, the Blink, the BKB, which is around 15 to 20. All of these items will come out. The Ember Spirit, he's also going to finish an item like Mage Slayer or Maelstrom around 12, 13, so slightly later than the ES probably. And the Doom, of course, I mean, it totally depends. This guy can do anything he wants, right? He can go early Blink, early BKB, he can go Midas Greedy. Exactly, Drums is a possibility. So Doom, it really depends how much he wants to scale, how much he wants to be active, right? So on average, the Talon lineup just comes online a bit later, but a lot stronger. So this is like the difference between these two lineups.
I think my main concern, after hearing you sort of, go through all of that, is it sounds like at the 15-minute mark, that is when the Castaway lineup will be at max, like they will be peaking, right? This is when the lineup is the strongest. They want to run around, they want to cause havoc. And I feel like the second 1 or 2 moves goes right for them, they're just going to start snowballing the game. And Talon have decent cause to be able to split push, recovery, get some net worth, but I just feel that they might get run over. Of course, if they survive that 15-minute bump and make it to 20, 25, and there's not much momentum on the side of Castaway, then I do feel like Talon will sort of reverse that pressure and start being the ones aggressing instead. But it really all comes down to the lanes and just how the early rotations go. I think Castaway, we were especially impressed with them last series for how many early moves they were making through the Twin Gates. They were getting creative with it. It wasn't like a, oh, you're the carry, you can't make a move, and everyone was just all over the place. Kishka stepping up a bit too far, and not really a good start. That Alchemist timing just advanced by maybe 30 seconds.
By 1 minute, exactly. Kind of like it. I mean, maybe not a whole minute, but yeah, at least 30 seconds. Because now he'll be able to buy his boots earlier, get the phase boost up a bit earlier, make that lane a bit more easily manageable into the Pango. And I'm going to be very closely looking at that Pango, because last game he was popping off with a Vessel, super timing. Let's see if he can repeat that, right? Because like you said, they will hit a peak very early, they can snowball it, but they gotta get good lanes and not feed any more kills.
And early on already, we see the items queued. JG, he's very handy. He knows what the casters are looking for. He has all his items queued up already. The Earth of Shadows after the Bracer, so we know it won't be Wonder Boy going for that. Probably going for more of the typical scaling build, like you mentioned, just the Blade Mail into the BKB or any small items along the way for that Earth Spirit.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, he only has the Urn right now, but I kind of feel like it's gonna be the Vessel. If you play the Urn, it's probably also gonna be the Vessel.
It's just so good.
Yeah, it is good, especially in this game. Like, if there's an Urn game, this is it.
Getting run down here, they don't have an additional Infernal Blade, so he's able to self up, but already a lot of pressure being put on by WS and Yokum.
Yeah. A lot of Doombringers realized that Infernal Blade level 1 is the highest pressure skill point you can use.
Yeah.
And yeah, we see this Infernal Blade harassing him out. Oh, choke him.
Ooh. A bit of a swing and a miss on the stun on Chidori, which means that he is going to eat a Dragon Tail and eat a death. Great work from Castaway again. This Bat Rider has been instrumental in their previous series, helping them alleviate pressure from their carry, and even enable some kills in the lane, and that's what we see again.
This is always the case with the Lion, right? I mean, yes, you have good attack speed, you have good range, you have a good stun, but what you don't have is HP and armor, and even movement speed is lackluster, right? So if he gets out of position one time against the Bat Rider, he gets knocked into the creep wave, gets stunned up, and just dies instantly. And that's the thing with the Doom. The Doom cannot protect the Lion at all, right?
Yeah.
Doom can just attack, maybe mini stun from the Infernal Blade, but like when Lion is being attacked, Doom can't do anything, right?
Yeah. That's the tricky thing, I think, are just about ranged force, right? Like, that's why the Bat Rider has become such a powerful position 5. Acts as a really good body in the lane, can apply a lot of pressure, can trade well. And the second you step a bit too far, maybe you get a bit too anxious to block the small cam, you want to D-ward, bam! Eat a Flame Break for breakfast, and eat your death for lunch.
Exactly. That's why these ranged phosphorus, like you're saying, they require a lot of skill and positioning. While these melee phosphors, like Nyx, like Clock, like Tiny, I mean Tiny's not that much in the meta, but you get the gist, right? Yeah. They are a bit more, I mean, safe. I wouldn't say noob-friendly, but yeah, exactly, safe.
I can tell you, I play Ogre, they are absolutely noob-friendly. I just be out here standing around, I eat a Flame Break, I regen that HP in like 20 seconds, it's vibes.
Easy, let's go. Yeah. No, it's 100% true though. And I mean, you don't even need to meme about it, right? This is the highest level competition, and these guys die, right? Why? Well, because if you make a single mistake on this Lion +4, you can die against a lane like this, which wouldn't happen if you're a tanky Ogre or something, I mean, yeah?
So pretty interesting that WS has actually eaten that small Wild Wing, and he now has the Tornado. So you were talking about how the Doom can't help the Lion. Now he actually can.
This is the Tornado. This is not the
it's not
pull.
the... No.
Exactly. This one is the channeling.
This one is the channeling. Hurricane.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
This one, it's the channeling one.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Okay. Use it once because there's 5 seconds lingering time on it. Okay. No, it's quite fun. It's quite fun.
Yeah, it's doing quite a bit of damage to the TK actually.
Yeah, it's there's like 2 different damage radiuses. There's like, if you're in the middle, in the eye of the storm, kind of, you take 45 DPS or something, which is insane.
Yeah.
If you're like slightly outside, you only take 15, so it's like a lot less, right?
Yeah, if you can kind of center it on that DK, he's going to melt actually.
Exactly. And that's also how you farm stacks with this spell. In case you ever play the Chen, or play the Inch, or play a Doom, you can actually farm stacks with that. Point blank.
I feel like creep spells are such a generally untapped market for most Dota players, right? They just because you're always so daunted by the micro part of things, you just stay away. But a lot of these spells are actually ridiculous. That's why at the pro level, you always see these Chens, these Enchantresses, these Beastmasters, even with the Helm Dom. They really go a long way. He's sort of changed gears now. He's gone for the mana burn creep. And also, alongside the mana burn creep, he gets a mana aura, which allows him to keep tip-top up.
Yeah, this creep is the most solid to get. Oh, mid lane? Mikoto?
Oh, Wonder Boy?
Eesh.
Bro, that's the Mikoto difference right there. There's a reason why this man was considered one of the top mid laners in the world for some periods of time.
Yeah. Honestly, he was. And I mean, he kind of still is. I mean, he kind of cooled off. But a lot of players wanted to have this guy on their international teams, if I remember correctly. But he never really made the switch, right? The transition.
I think in his prime, he was like in the Talon roster that really did well. And then after that, he kind of petered off a little bit, took a break, and when he came back, he was kind of stuck on that bleed roster that never really ended up working out, unfortunately. But now Wonder Boy, with the supports coming in, Talon will be able to clean him up and formalize this lead. So Mikoto is going to be very happy about that. The Earth Spirit, look at the net worth on that, man. He is not doing well. And meanwhile, the Alchemist, holy, like
Holy
doubling.
cow.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is the thing with giving the elk the first blood, right? Can snowball. He's level 6. And the thing with the elk is, right, once he gets level 6, you can't really kill him easily anymore. If you want to kill an elk that has hit level 6, you either need healing reduction, which they do not currently have, or you need insane burst damage. And like 4 people, right? But that's not worth it, right? It's not worth it to bring that amount of heroes. So right now they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They can't really punish him anymore. So they kind of just need to maybe wait for the vessel on the Pango or something. Then, get maybe an economically useful kill on him. Because, I mean, if you bring 4 heroes to kill him and waste like a whole minute for all those heroes, it's not even worth it, right? So, sucky situation.
The thing that, you're saying that, okay, let's wait for the Pango urn. He has the urn, he's working on the vessel, but we need to remember as well that last game, JG was absolutely dominating. When he got the urn, he already had like 3 or 4 charges, right? At this point, he doesn't even have a charge, but looks like they're setting up on the top lane. Castaway coming through the twin gates, bumping back Akashi. Doesn't have the Chemical Rage, used it a bit earlier, but Cuckoo there to help his buddy out. With the... I don't know if the decrep ended up helping, but bought enough time for the Chemical Rage. And just like that, the kill is not happening anymore. Mikoto's going to clean up Castaway. One more Sleight of Fist. And a Remnant. There we go. The AoE damage finishes off the Bat Rider. They bring 3 members on Talon to get 1 kill. And meanwhile, Castaway rotate 4 to get nothing.
Yep. And this is the thing, right? He actually had cooldown on his ult, but Talon was able to properly buy him 4 or 5 more seconds with the decreepify, and then he was able to ult off everything, right? Came off cooldown, he used it, he dispelled the ES debuffs, right? The Alk ult has a basic dispel in build.
Rotation into the mid lane. Do they see Yokum? I don't know, but they're just gonna... unfortunate, guess wrong. That Earth Spirit would have loved that regeneration rune, man.
Yeah, no, he kind of has to go back, right? We see him... I don't know, he doesn't go back, actually, he's kind of greedy. Oh, it's going to the Leno. Never mind. But yeah, this is like the thing. Also, we were talking about the Elks getting the Talisman of Evasion early, right? And Akashi is doing it here as well. I really like it. It just makes you so tanky. You just need to live through 1 gang. It's automatically worth it.
Yeah, right. I think that's going to be even more of a dissuading factor as Yokum, unfortunately, is going to get caught out. They'll even? Wow. That's kind of a ballsy TP. Chidori just gives him a Dragon Tail for his troubles. Not sure whether that was going to work out, but it does buy more time for Mikoto to slap away at this tower. But yeah, I don't think Talon care at all if the supports go down. As long as the Elk is farming, as long as the Doom is farming, and Mikoto can do whatever he wants on the map, it's vibes.
Yeah, Mikoto is a king right now, and if Mikoto is a king, Akashi is a god, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, some of the spells just
got... He is...
Dude, this guy's just playing with them. Come on. He dodges the Impale, dodges the Boulder Smash. He just has Cuckoo behind him, so he knows he's safe. And now he has the regen rune ticking, so he is just going to apply an astronomical amount of pressure. Just something that Castaway can't deal with at the moment. They don't have good wave clear other than the Boulder Smash, and if you're using that to clear the creep wave, you're gonna run out of resources to deal with this Ember real quick.
Look at this pressure. Oh.
Yep. That was never gonna happen.
No. There's so many tangles on the floor.
Yeah, the 2 shit. Cuckoo, you can't say he doesn't back his team up. He just instantly dropped all the resources he had on the ground. This man is for the people.
True +5.
Yeah.
This guy. You would love to have this guy on your team.
That's hilarious.
Take all I have, Mikoto, carry me.
So things are going very smoothly for Talon here, but WS might be a slight casualty as JG TP's in, Rolling Thunder, no Talon members in the vicinity to help him. WS is gonna go down slowly but surely. But the mid tower is gone as a response.
And look at this elk. 8k net worth almost. It's minute 10:30. And the guy will finish his Radiant. Oh my goodness. He already has it! He already has it, and 800!
That is disgusting.
He already has it, and 800!
Okay, I need to write this down because I don't. This has to be some sort of like.
This could be like one of the most farmed alchemists to ever walk Earth. Like 120 CS. That's insane.
Yeah. Akashi is just having the time of his life. And
Yep.
no one on Talon is suffering as a result. Sure, WS went down, but he is still slightly trailing behind the Dragon Knight only. And everyone else on Talon is just having a swallow time. This is straight up. This is Alchemist gaming. This is the best possible start you could ask for.
No, it doesn't get better than this. Ever.
Okay, they're gonna try for WS again, but this time the TP is surely gonna come in to help the Doom offlane out. Not gonna be enough for WS. I say that. Healing up the lingering magic damage to the grab. Is it going to be enough? Kishka trying to find the last hit. The Magnetize will take out the Doom before the life drain can come through. Cuckoo, he just didn't have the mana to help his buddy out. But they lose 2 cores as a result, including that Dragon Knight. But JG starting to clean up. Rolling Thunder available. Will get stopped for now. But Yokum looking to be next. I think JG realizes it's not actually worth it, but he might have had to roll up to escape. Still very tanky. Getting hexed, getting sliced, and getting diced. 4 members going down here on the side of Castaway. And Akashi just conveniently comes in to farm a stack. This is the Alchemist game of the century.
Oh my god, it's truly unethical. No way in hell, man. Okay, so I checked
they always
some...
say...
Yeah.
They always say that the billionaires of the world and the rich people always have to do unethical things to get to that amount of treasure. Well,
yeah,
that is literally Akashi right now. He is committing murder.
Yeah, true. Okay, so I did some stat checking, and this seems like a top 5 Radiance timing dispatch. Right?
Goddamn.
Fastest one is 10:22 from Semiboy.
Wow.
Oh, he's actually?
Is he? There's no way. He's dead. He's dead. Okay. Now, Akashi does get punished. Nice move there from Castaway to really bring the numbers and get him down.
GG with a double.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we have seen Castaway succeed, and in the moments where they've looked good, it's always JG on the front lines leading the charge for the squad. So this bodes well. Top of the net worth for his team, and as long as he can continue to make moves and start scaling as well, he has that Diffusal Blade queued up. He can be the big difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, he just finished his Spirit Vessel. The Alchemist just died. He has to get back to farming to finish up his BKB probably, or the Manta if he's feeling frisky. But honestly, whenever Castaway is owning, it's JG at the helm of the charge, kind of. Like, this guy, he's popping off.
Yeah, I mean, he's still making a case for himself as one of the key players to look out for on this squad, but a smoke move up from Talon. They are looking for something. Revenge, surely, for Akashi. Looking for Chidori. They just miss him by a beat. Need to be maybe half a second earlier.
Not bad. Not bad. I mean,
wait, this tower.
Okay, he used the ult.
Chemical. Yeah, if he didn't use the chemical rage, there's a real chance he might have gone down there. They know Kishka's around the area. Spike Carapace. Any dusters?
No dust. Whoopsie, Cuckoo.
Yeah, Cuckoo. Nah, Cuckoo had 2 wards oneself. Yeah, I think he gets excused for that one. It was another support item, so it's fine.
Okay, they're saying Lion griefed him by giving him his ops.
Yeah, actually.
Man, whenever I play support and someone gives me his stack, it's like, bro, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Just let me buy it. Like, why did you nab it just to pass it over if you didn't want to plant the wards?
Exactly. Oh, attack? No attack. No, two dust immediately at least. Yo. Do you know this? Like, if you miss a kill because you have no dust, and then you only buy 1 dust, And then it's like, you use it. Oh, no dust anymore. Sorry. No, bro.
Yeah.
Always by 2.
2 dust is the way. 2 dust is the way. Unless you're like really poor in the early game, then I can look past
I mean,
it, you know what I mean?
if you have no money to buy the second one, okay. That's the only excuse though. Like, just get
like
2.
go, I don't know, dude, just like nether blast the range creep or something, right? Like, you don't actually have an excuse on the Pangman.
Yeah, just missing 1 kill is just... Honestly, it should never happen. In a professional game as a support against a Nyx assassin, no way.
Yeah, but as you say, Dota is a game of mistakes, and Talon, they've had their hands full basically, you know, propelling their game forward. It's no longer looking as juicy for them as it did maybe 5 minutes ago, right? Like we were basically saying, oh, Talon, they're so far ahead. But JG, he's slowed things down for them a little bit. The timing for Castaway isn't entirely there yet, but they have those items, some of them that we talked about, the Diffusal, Spirit Vessel on the Pango. Castaway still doesn't have this Blink, but Wonderboy has the the Blade Mail, sorry. Chidori's punching away at this mid tower.
WS has the pipe though. They want to fight with the pipe.
Oh, that's huge. Kishka spotting everything though, and they don't have a sentry in this area. Oh, they put a sentry way too late, so they don't know that Kishka spotted them. That's going to be an easy escape for the entirety of Castaway. They saw that coming from a mile away. Great info found by Kishka.
Damn. This Kishka guy is good. Now the late smoke, it's pink though. It's insta-pinked by Kishka. He's scouting out everything.
Yeah. They had a ward right in the middle of the lane, so the entirety of Castaway can just back up. To a safe stronghold, JG's going to break it. But under the tier 2, there's no way this happens. This is so deep. I mean, Talon, this is looking scary for them, but they're confident that they can go with the Pipe Aura. They lose their Lion, but it comes at a cost. Pango and Nyx going down, and they look to be chasing down Wonderboy. They're very confident in their current state, and looks like they're right. The Pipe Aura, along with the Elk as the frontliner, tanking the tier 2. Even with the Glyph used, it's not going to be enough to threaten any of the Talon heroes. They'll be fine and claim another 4 kills. Mikoto with a double.
Yeah, I mean, it looked crazy, but the thing is, the Pango right now is the strongest hero for Radiant, right? And the Pango got instantly rooted, doomed up. He couldn't press a single spell. He couldn't use his Diffusal Blade, he couldn't use his Spirit Vessel, his roll. When the Pango is out of the team fight, out of the equation, Radiant currently has nothing to fight. The DK is not there yet, the ES is underfarmed, and the supports, I mean, they're cute and stuff, but the Pango needs to live. Now, no Doom anymore. If Radiant want to fight, they can maybe do it.
Starting to get the control out, but JG there with the Rolling Thunder. This is the impact player we were talking about, and he's controlling the Ember. A lot of bounces around, allowing Wonderboy to escape. The question is whether JG can get out of here. They don't have a Doom for him, so he should be able to swashbuckle back to safety under the cover of his tier 2. Akashi popping the BKB and continuing to chase, maybe just wanting to finish the kill onto Castaway. Will find the final swipe, but now Chidori's the one shooting at them, firing away at the Doom, and looks like WS will go down to the Spirit Vessel. Kuku draining away on the Dragonite, but nobody's dealing with him at the moment. Akashi's gonna run out of Chemical Rage soon, and he needs to escape out of here. The roll looking for a connection. Oh, the Blade Mail actually cancelling his blink on the Radiance. He turned it off a bit too late, and now he's gonna get caught. Akashi punished and killed. This time Talon stay a bit too far. He's not able to deny himself, and a big punish. Chidori, the big winner of that fight.
Damn. They overcommitted like so much, not gonna lie. It was good at first, but when the BKB runs out, when the pipe runs out, and they didn't have Doom in that fight, they get cocky. I mean, Kuku at some point, you gotta rein in his boys. You gotta teach them some discipline. Like, just so crazy.
It might just be Kuku who's the one making these calls, though. He's
the one.
I don't know, but either way, I completely agree with you. I think that was just a bit too much. It almost feels like they didn't recognize the only reason they won the top fight was because they doomed the Pango, and then the Pango had free reign. Even though they do end up killing JG, he's already done his job. And now it's Chidori starting to take the lead, right? Yeah. BKB complete on the Dragonite. He's going to become a serious threat once he finishes that Daedalus.
No, like for sure. Like, this Alk, I mean, yeah, he's still far ahead. He's essentially a full BKB ahead, right? But if this game gets if there's like 1 or 2 more YOLO dice from this Alk, he will lose his timing, right? That's the thing we've always been talking about. Elk timing.
Quick reactions from Akashi, not enough to save Kuku, but will at least punish Kishka. I can't help but feel like Kishka has been allowed to get away with too many of these moves on the next assassin. He's always just right next to them, and for some reason, he gets away with it.
Right next to them? I see what you did there. Holy.
Yeah. My go.
Damn. No, you're 100% on the money here. Oh, big smoke now. Damn. They want to attack. They know Akashi has cooldown on his ulti, right? He just popped it. And they want to strike quick.
20 seconds left for that though. And looking at Mikoto in the mid lane, who doesn't have any defensive items. Lasso a bit too late. Mikoto, he's way too quick for you, Castaway. No lasso in sight, and Mikoto is safe. That timing is done now.
Yeah. Yep, Alk ulti is gonna be up again. This is always so weird when attacking an Ember Spirit, right? You wanna go there and use a stun on him, right? But the Ember Spirit, he will be in the creep wave and then use his Sleight of Fist, right? And he will just randomly exactly. I mean, he's just using it to farm, right? And by doing this, he will randomly just dodge your smoke. It's so hard to gang an Ember. I don't know. It's just hard. Because of exactly this situation that's happening.
I will give credit to Mikoto though. I think in that situation, at least from my perspective, it looked like he very intentionally reacted and dodged that. So, as he was winding up an auto attack right before Castaway blinked, which is what I think Castaway was waiting for.
Okay.
Never let them know your next move. You know, you think you're gonna auto attack and they just randomly slide for fun.
No.
Keep them on their toes.
I mean, that is true because a good Batrider player, he will.
Wait again? No, Kishka broke. Kishka broke Kuku's smoke, I think.
Whoa. I'm not 100% sure. Yes. Okay, he's rolling out.
Yeah, Kuku's smoke broke because he was slightly to the right. And Kishka, I don't know whether they clocked that, but that entire move gets spotted out. And take a look at where Castaway are rotating. They're just all the way up top. Now, Chidori's in the mid lane. This could just be a bait. Starting to commit into the Dragon Knight. He needs to be able to get that. Yeah, no BKB inside. He's not even gonna pop it because there's no point. Oh, he did.
Wait, no. Wait, did he actually do it? Last second
he did.
or what?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he used it like a second before dying or what? Oh no.
Yeah. I was so sure because I'm like, there's no way he pops BKB. Like his team have given up on him, but
middle tower is under attack.
That's a 9 second.
Yep. It's a 9 second and
That's
kind
awkward.
of. Yeah, I mean they were looking good. This kill puts a damper on them. Let's see. Oh, mid lane. Kuku.
I saw out onto Kuku. Pugna looking okay for now. The Pango cannot harm him in this moment, but the supports can. And they will leave their Pugna to die. Rest of Talon disengage. So we're getting into kind of weird territory now, where we were saying, okay, Castaway, their draft needs to hit a crazy timing at 15. Yep. Didn't really do that. Talon were kind of ahead. But at the same time, Talon have made some very, very over-aggressive moves. Is there a point where the Alchemist starts capping out? Because it starts to feel like Akashi isn't really this extreme monster that...
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think right now, big advantage for Talon, but if the game goes on even longer, of course, the Doom is still absolute king, right? The Doom will always be one of those top 5 late game heroes. But still, the Alk will taper off. Ember Spirit, I mean, he's solid late game, but not great anymore. So I think the game will get easier, like in 10 minutes from now on for Radiant.
They'll find Kishka this time. Great heads up dust from Yokum. And they'll keep him controlled and killed. That's the next assassin out. So no more sneaky scout for Castaway. I think Talon should be able to just walk into the Roche Pit and get their Aegis for themselves.
So the issue here for the DK and to the Alk is, right, the DK will be able to outscale the Alk eventually, but the ES is underfarmed compared to Mikoto on his Ember, and also the Pango, although he did make good moves, he is slightly being outfarmed by Doom, right? So this is the problem. The main carry matchup is absolutely no problem for Castawake, but the other cores are gonna fall behind. The supports though are probably gonna be in favor of Radiant again though. Nyx is gonna have a good impact, and also Batrider is gonna have a good impact. While Lion, he's solid, Pugna is solid, but the supports of Radiant are still gonna have a slightly better impact.
Speaking of impact, Yokum setting up the kill onto Wonderboy in the mid lane. No invis, no BKB, no roll away. Easy as ABC. Talon, keep things going here. Now Kishka, trying to capitalize onto Kuku.
No way, they want to attack Akashi?
Why does it... Akashi? Hello?
Okay.
Oh. Oh, was that the D-Crab?
Decrep and the Solar Crest saved him there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, Akashi gets out, he uses his BKB, but that could have been certain disaster, and now Mikoto wants to punish. Coming in with the Shivas, tagging up 2. Yokum will miss the stun, but I guess that means he doesn't get Spike Carapace. Silver linings here. Does Kishka actually get away? No way.
No.
Chained up. Another Spike Carapace. A bit of heals coming out from the Dagon, but nothing else to be found. Now Akashi, he's gonna keep it chasing. I have to watch himself. He's gonna self-stun, but doesn't look like the side of Castaway are in any position to try and respond. Still half duration on that Chemical Rage. And Talon, dodging a potentially sticky situation, but getting some nice kills, and we'll start using this Aegis to continue pressure.
Yep. It feels like Kuku is the only guy dying. And I mean, that's good for him, right? If his team is getting return kills for his own life, right? He's the super poor post 5. They get the Nyx, who has kind of been popping off. That's a fine trade in my book. That's the good thing about playing plus 5. If you die, and if your team gets any kill in return, usually it's worth it.
Yeah, you all chat hashtag worth. Haha.
Exactly. That's the luxury of a plus 5. You can't have this playing carry.
You die as a carrier, team reports you, bro.
Exactly. Oh, look at this.
Here comes Castaway. They want to fight, but there is a bastion of vision on this high ground. Wonderboy has found a creeping area right beside, under the Invis rune. They see him barely winding up the stun, waiting for Kishka to sneak in, but he's not going to fall for it. Using that scuttle facet to go over that cliff and wander all the way back here instead. Both teams still a little bit hesitant.
Kishka is
kind of awkward.
Kishka is good though. Like, he's making so much space on this Nyx. I don't know. It's alright. Oh wait.
Yeah, it's worth noting that Mikoto has a gem. So the second he runs up to the Ember, he's toast. But if he manages to skirt around and dodge the Ember, he's fine. Another setup from Yokum, the roll going wide. Wonderboy, a little bit awkward on the initiation, especially if he cops to do that. And that means you don't have the Doom for the Pango, who has a fresh Aghanims, nicely into the Alchemist to stop any sort of initiation. Yokum like to go down, but who else can they find? It's trade 1-for-1 support for the moment as Kishka goes down as well. Akashi wants to make it more, but JG is a very key customer with the 3 cores surrounding him. He down as well. Ends up being a 2-for-1 trade. I can't help but feel like, even though Talon are getting the advantage in some of these situations, it doesn't really feel as meaningful, right? They have the Aegis, they have the advantage. It kind of feels like they should find more. Castaway able to lasso TP out. Very heads-up play.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's middle tower.
Oh, hold that.
Boy, as well, getting caught. I mean, this is just Talon, but the question is, what else can they find with this? They need to start trying and convert some sort of objective, maybe more towers, 3. That they'll look to do.
Just tower first. They still got the Aegis for a good minute. Take so they can dock that half up more easily. Taking also their own Wisdom rune. We have something cooking though. Look at GG. Going in. Looks like they do want to attack.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not happening though.
But I understand why Talon are so cautious, right? I think it's a bit of a different story previous days games, where really a good reason why they were so hesitant. They were just playing scared. But Talon are very aware. The way are by no means this game. Just get very careful. They're covering their bases. JG could simply wreak havoc on the
tower has fallen.
Definitely. Okay. Spango's owning. Got the eggs, got Vessel, got the D2. And the DK. He's only creep, right? I mean, he has been having slow and quiet game, but he will online at some point. Just how the nature.
Yeah, I'd argue to say just the dayless he's been in terms of getting and finishing that. Finding Kishka again, and that's unfortunate. It's what we said, right? He has the gem now, sort of run into him. Oh, a lasso out onto the Pugna, being pulled in now. Should go down. Talon don't seem this other want to come and help him or not. 4v4, the fight you want to take. Ash linking in, using the. They got the Ignite. Okay. as well, trying to help his teammates retreat, but the Dragon Knight can't be a factor in this fight anymore, and neither is just gonna get run down. Talon continue to clean up. JG on the sidelines trying to do what he can and isolated for the fight. We'll just swap safety on the high ground.
Radiant's top
Yeah, I mean, you know, like, they need more time on Radiant, right? Dire right now, Dire are insane, and they're gonna remain with this match until Radiant backs it out in zone, right? If the game goes like 10 more minutes, maybe 2 more minutes, the game will gravitate towards a 50-50 game, right? While now Talon are probably ahead by like, I don't know, 70 to 30 or something. Just like, they got a Doom, a DK, and don't have one of those heroes to win those team fights. They need the control from the angle and DK.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, I still think as with the way it's going, it's not gonna be a point where Castaway are completely out of the game just yet. But I do have my eyes specifically on Boy on this ES, right? It just hasn't really been for him. He's behind on levels, lowest level call. What they found now. Out onto Chidori, but oh, Wonder Boy, help, he might be eating an abyssal from a key is gonna go down for sure.
Yep. Did not use in concoctioned up even then the earth. Of course, the abyssal done. Here's the BKB, but still, like you said, what not having. It's like if you compare it to the Beyond Godlike Invoker earlier, if you compare it to the Puck he played today, it's just a completely different impact.
Kind of feels like even in that Invoker game, as much as he did well, it wasn't even. I don't know whether it was the pick that did the difference, right? It was just kind of felt like teamless were not ready to play. So a bit of in terms of the opponents they're facing now. Talon to face an OD out of no next spot again. Oh
no, he cool. No,
yeah, I forgot that he.
Oh, this was Talon's Joker.
Because I was forgetting that he has the gem. Started walking back to get the rune instead. That's a mid laner mindset, you know. Every time 2 minutes, they automatically start walking towards the rune. Funny.
Yeah. Like, I cannot kill. I need to get rune, guys. Oh, Castaway attacked. Yep, this will take another kill. And that's another gem. This time for Joker. Now he will have vision the next time he finds the Nyx.
Double. Doesn't need to rely on Mikoto anymore as they're gonna start the high ground. Get the rage pop. What can you do without your back to pull into an uncomfortable position? This Earth Spirit, we've seen insane hold from all, but not this one. This one feels like falling flat.
Farm-wise, impact-wise, if you compare him to all the other cores, he's just too far behind. Look at this. He has 11.5k. It's barely more than Cuckoo. The JG, I mean, who has a decent game, not a great game, 5k more. Like, this is just not it. There's nothing about this to redeem it. It's just not his game. I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully he can kind of maybe if he, because what we're thinking as well is, you know, the puck that he's so famous on is still available. Maybe he could go for that. I don't think it would have been a much better game. He still has an excellent lane. He's still dealing with a Lion and a stun, and Kishka gets found. No more sneak around this time. Just eats a finger. That's hate.
Yep. They're just taking both. Usually you only take one gem on the base, so in case you die, you will have a backup gem. But no, they're like, I think it's next. This big smoke now, though. Attacking.
They're coming now. They pulled up Cuckoo, but they still saying it's gonna be prop now. They fully focused down of Spirit, and there's nothing to do. They're gonna try and get the Lion on the backside. They will be, but on the front line, the big back carry is doomed. WS was in it. He's gonna go down, rolling his back as ever he can from the fight, but the buyback from the Lion means that he gets hit. He will just slowly but surely get take Talon with another big sweep all across, and they kill just about everybody.
Dude, yeah.
back here, but they literally have a gem. They're just gonna hex him. Yeah, he walk death. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Okay.
god. And you were talking about Aeonus, right? Did Cuckoo die? Nope, he did not even die. He got lassoed into 5 people, came out living.
Boss Cool, this is that nickname for a reason. Going for a very smart Aeon this pickup, knowing that he's the target. And they'll be able to get that themselves back this.
He never really got off the ground on his carry DK. And, well, Wonderboy, we already talked about him. Don't need to elaborate too much on. And the Pangolier, like we said, it's not the easiest game for him to hard carry, right? He went for the early Spirit Vessels. Items are not gonna come like at the rate he wants them to come. And the Pugna also kind of deletes him. Top lane, ES. He TP'd out with a BKB. Oh.
ES has gotten a solo kill.
You see? I mean,
I think it was Wonderboy who rolled with him, right? So they get the high ground push, but I throws out this out on the ES, and now the ES is there back to rejoin this fight if needed. And the bot lane, Goshan banner, Dory starting to do quite a bit of physical damage. Need to respect the Dragon Knight. Without Doom onto him, he's actually quite a threat. JG as well, controlling up the backline.
Choke him.
That last finds him, and now Akashi might be in some trouble tanking the hits from Chidori.
Okay, Cuckoo dead.
For now is Castaway just clean up big time.
No BKB on the out.
Losing members, getting a little bit too comfortable. Will lose his first life and very quickly lose his next. Mikoto is the only survivor. What hold from the side of Castaway? It cost them to buy more than worth it as they slap down the aggressors. And Talon, they have to be so much more careful than that. They put Doom like that.
Yeah, like you said, no Doom, no Pipe Aura. Yes, can buy back. He did it instantly to punish that over-aggression from Talon. And while, sure, they're still big, the DK came out ahead swinging. He already has like 3k more gold after finishing his last item. And now, the Nyx Assassin is gonna at bottom. Oh, Doom again on the DK though.
Yeah. And the thing is, that's always gonna happen, right? If the Doom can DK ever survive, no amount of save. But the is just earlier, and don't know, you just decided to let WS kill the ES, but yeah, good programming now. Control up onto Wonderboy. His BKB is running out slowly but surely, but so US's is the deck again. They need some sort of save. Cuckoo, can you continue the life before they get just enough HP? It's not going to matter. The Doom down, but Mikoto, big bet, ready to clean up. Looking now, they'll slow him up. There's a roll available. Kisha able to help out, but not for long. Mikoto will get a double kill.
Mikoto 13-0-21. I mean, if there's any doubts about this hero and this player being good on that hero, I think they're 100% dispelled. This guy is a beast who run Ember.
Right. So it occurs to me our the game is a little bogged right now. I'm just gonna adopt a bit more of a explaining what we see on screen because we're in game, of course. So Talon, they've wiped out everyone. This looks like it's gonna be the end of the game. A few shaky, the WS lane, but at least it's gonna give us some time to try and fix these issues. So sorry about that. But yeah, looks like Talon will be able to, as we expect. Game number 1, the draft. Well, we thought it would. Chidori last stand on the Dragon Knight TPs in front of his exposed Ancient, popping BKB, trying to blast away at whoever but they are just kiting him on a leash, like less like a dragon, more like a fly, swatted and cast away with the lasso, pulling Mikoto into the fountain. But this Ember can play his way just about out. They will try and focus down this Ancient now on Talon. Stuns come through Reflector. Enough. GG is called as Castawake. They'll have to tap out of this one as Talon win.
Yeah, that was a dominant performance, and there was some brilliance for Castawake. I would say
every single time the Ench is picked, we think about, oh, you know, why don't they just pick Lich? Wouldn't it be such a good pick? But then you got to keep in mind as well that Frost Shield can be dispelled by that enchant. So if like the Lich isn't careful and he just throws that out all willy-nilly on Chidori, and Ench hasn't even cast a spell yet, then the Lich's defensive properties are basically nil. Starting out into the game now, we're in, and hopefully the viewing experience is a bit better. We worked really hard to try and fix those issues, so hopefully they come, none of them resurface again. So sorry for the previous delay and the visual mess, folks, but we're in. It's game 2, last live for Castawakes here, and I keep saying Castawakes, Castawake. They are not. There's no such thing as awakes. It's not real. 2 for 2 on the runes is what it looks like after 2 smoke moves going completely wide of each other. It's happening to dodge, and we'll get into the game now.
Look at this, Castawake. They saw the moves of Talon with the Dawnbreaker, right? Oh, Kishka kind of baiting maybe, or what exactly is happening? Oh,
I mean, it's daytime. They're gonna see this. Like Akashi's gonna walk off. Yokum is fine unless they land a crazy shot.
No, they
hammer
dead.
Slow. Yeah,
dead, bro.
Dead. Any spite?
Who gets the kill? Who gets the kill? Castaway gets the kill.
Courier and the courier. What? Okay, that's a bit of a sloppy play from Akashi, but still good first blood for the Lich. You would have loved it on your Dawnbreaker instead, but still not the worst.
It's okay, but it's good. This shows that they really wanted to give it to the core. Didn't work out. Happens. Now we can buy some extra mangoes to pressure the top lane. I'm gonna be watching Castaway closely to see what his skill on level 2 is gonna be. If it's gonna be the W or the E. E good against the enchanters, of course. Let's see what happens.
So you were talking about the Lich matchup into the Beastmaster and why it's so great just because of the new innate, right? Lich not getting... TLDR, for those of you who don't know, Lich doesn't get mana regen. He just gets a little bit of any dead person's soul that converts into mana around him. So that, of course, is very relevant for Beastmaster and his summons. But am I right to say that it kind of works the same for the TB illusions as well?
I'm not 100% sure about that, though. We'll see.
Find out.
There's an animation that plays when you get the mana. Let's look at this. If these illusions
any
count,
unit,
that could be insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because it says any unit.
The reflection.
And, reflection doesn't count for sure. Because that doesn't die or even exist, right? But we know for a fact that the illusions are very much existent and they are units. So Castaway should be having a decent time here.
We're gonna see it level 4 probably. Most TBs go for reflection, meta reflection. Let's see what happens. Because we're early boots, by the way. Interesting. He's opting to take boots over mango. But I mean, it's a stylistic choice. The thing is with the mangoes, I don't think they can pressure the TB very much anyways. That's why he probably went for the boots.
Because the thing with the TA is Chidori will explode in terms of farm, like as soon as he gets to like 1 or 2 smaller items, he starts moving on to these stacks and stuff. He's not going to be too concerned. Castaway, maybe this is why he wanted the boot, so he can just outrun this aggressive pressure from Cuckoo.
No, that's good. That's good. By the way, they kind of swapped their supports, right? We haven't really talked about it, but the Ench actually starts top while the Lion starts bottom.
Oh, true, yeah. Cuckoo dropping very low, the overprotective Wisp helping out a lot.
He could
is under attack.
Chidori is still trying.
That's away. Meta.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Boots. It's the boots.
It's actually the boots time. He would have died else.
Yeah. That's crazy. Great pickup for Castaway. The first blood really making a difference in this lane for sure.
Yeah, he would have fed 2 times already without those boots.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, WS actually taking a lot of damage.
Oh.
Getting that kill 1 on 2 though. This is so funny. WS getting the kill 1 on 2 while Cuckoo's like, I don't know, he's being chased by the creeps.
He's just running around by some creeps, bro. He's literally just farming overprotective Wisp or what, like. It doesn't even work.
No, I think he's just griefing. What happened? I mean, WS Sonic. Other lanes, by the way, we haven't really checked in on those lanes, but Pango is owning it up, and SF is also owning it up. So yeah, those 2 lanes going well for Talon. All 3 lanes kind of going well for Talon, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Wonderboy is keeping up on that Ember though. CS-wise, it's maybe like a 2 or 3 disparity, not the worst in the world. But it's this level 6, right? If Mikoto's able to crack that earlier than the Ember Spirit, a kill is definitely viable.
Yeah. Yup. It does happen actually. Ember without a 6 is pretty susceptible to dying. If a support comes in there, it can get messy. And that's why every deny in mid lane counts. The denies in mid lane just impact the level 6 timing from the mid laner so much that it can happen that he will not have level 6 on nighttime. That's the first thing. And level 6 on the power rune, right? If you get a lot of denies, the enemy mid laner will not have level 6 on the minute 6 power rune spawn. And if that happens, the other mid laner usually has a big advantage, right? If you have ult and the other guy doesn't have the ult, it's basically a no-show. You get this rune for free.
Yeah. You can't threaten, especially Pango. Pango loves to roll at the river area, right? If you ever step down there, you're basically toast. All these little rune contest spots. That's what makes Pango just such a strong mid laner. As we see a kill onto Kishka in the bot lane. Good setup from Talon. They're looking at more here.
Hey, GG is taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, so they're not really able to pressure Yokum and Akashi. This is the lane we've looked at the least, but with the setup of the Lion stun, maybe this is why they wanted to pair the Lion up with the SF last raise. Bam! Akashi brings him down to hell. Very nicely done from this duo.
And that's harsh. On the other side, at least the Ember got his level 6 without losing too much. So yeah, that lane at least is going fine-ish.
Cuckoo trying to help contest in the mid lane, but will give his life up for it.
Rune
6-minute rune, lucky.
Okay, this time Wonderboy is lucky. Although the region rune is kind of bad. On the other side, look at this. JG being zoned out insanely hard because of... Oh my god.
That last auto attack, the swashbuckle, it's off the mark, Mikoto. He's gonna commit for this. JG's gonna have to put some dancing shoes on, but can't get out of that one. The Talon heroes are really deep though. This is very awkward, especially if Wonderboy coming in with his regen rune. Looks like there are gonna be at least a couple of deaths. Akashi, surely there's no way he gets out of here. He walks upwards. Oh, they guessed wrong. No way.
Yeah, also no roots on Wonderboy, and the Tusk is also not going into position.
Okay, well, just the Lion dying there for that rotation is pretty solid stuff. Meanwhile, look at Chidori in the top lane, very, very low. Tanking quite a bit of pressure from Cuckoo and WS here, but now the TP in on the Tusk looks like Cuckoo might just go down again. The shards will finish him off.
Chidori, super low HP. He has to flee. The illusion is threatening him. Yeah. I don't think you get mana from illusions, by the way. It did not look like it. So yeah.
Okay.
He's not the hard counter to illusions. No versus PL. You always have
PL just
mana.
permanent bloodstone like of the old times. Like, he just constantly being puffed out. That's crazy.
That's it. Talon so far are looking good. Both offlaners slightly slow start. Both carries pretty happy with this. Both mid laners pretty happy. I mean, this does look better than last game for Castaway, I would maybe say.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, things are starting out a bit more evenly. They're not just getting absolutely slapped down. Wonderboy actually has a game. It comes at the cost of JG's game though, which might be important. Swashbuckle onto Kishka, popping the arcane rune, ready for the roll. Kishka turning around, just trying to punch up as much as he can, interrupting that rolling thunder, but it won't be for long. As in it comes Thunderbolt, the additional move speed. He's gonna get the kill on the Tusk. Eventually. Coming down with the shield crash, nicely done. Cuckoo might be the trade-off though. One more Frost Blast, and Wonderboy will slide a piston down. So yeah, comparatively to the previous game, Mikoto is still having a great time, but they've kind of switched hands a bit between the Castaway offlaner and mid laner. This time it's JG who's suffering, and Wonderboy is the one who seems to be able to hold down the fort just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. I guess WS is still kind of happy, but his net worth does not really reflect it, right? WS. I mean, I guess both members of that top lane core club are not too farmed. A lot of brawling going on. But now TA with traps ready will be able to protect that lane quite forever, even with the Dawnbreaker ult being able to come in. And it's gonna be interesting to see what Talon does now, right? Because they are gonna fight into the Dawnbreaker assist. So either they play a bit more passive, or they try to attack the Dawnbreaker, I would think. Right?
Yeah. The Dawnbreaker has been parked up next to her tier 2 in the bot lane for what feels like the past 5 minutes. Just because Kishka's been on the move, right? Basically, being left alone there, you don't want to feed any more kills to Akashi, who's been having a swallow time. Top on the net worth on that SF. Things panning out the way Talon, I'd say. Yeah, but I guess the reason why Mikoto's being a bit more reserved now is he's just scared of that Solar Guardian ruining his game.
Yeah, no. Solar Guardian is an insane spell, right? This Dawnbreaker hero, you pick it to dominate early on, right? The scaling on this hero is questionable.
Bot lane, TP's coming in, Mikoto setting up for a kill onto JG. Like you said, they're bringing the attention to the Dawnbreaker.
Oh, long range.
It's not gonna be enough, yeah. The daytime just popped and they had full vision of this move coming a bit too late. Nice plays from Talon to set that up before the innate could help out Castaway.
Oh,
just a full focus Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy?
Oh, no.
That's just a Mikoto masterclass right there. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, he's a god on this hero, not gonna lie. He is exposing Wonder Boy, not gonna lie. He's exposing him. In both games, he is kind of outplaying him.
Mikoto gap is kind of real. I'm not like literally rolling perfectly to destroying the Ember, allowing the SF to just full auto attack the Ember spirit of all heroes for like a full 20 seconds. And not done just yet. Another swashbuckle through, dominating on Mikoto. The race comes through. Wonder Boy will come down now. They're trying to combo it up with the Solar Guardian, but the Hex! That is huge! Lion goes down for it, but it's so worth it. What a play from Yokum. That was everything. The only opportunity for Castawake to have turned that fight around would have been the Solar Guardian, but Chidori's gonna go down. WS tries to be cute with the stick and bait, but ends up going down. So it's a trade, but still Mikoto, can he play his way out of this one? Just needs a swashbuckle to the high ground, trying to farm the stacks of the magic wand, but pulling in the snowball. There's a shot available on Kishka, not even needed. Mikoto will finally get punished. Kishka's the one who takes the kill, so I guess it'll be a bit of a faster blink dagger. But yeah, great point out from our observer. Look at the present stacks right now. I don't know whether Castaways can fight into Talon for the next maybe 31 minutes.
Yeah. It's they lost so much. I mean, in the end, they still got something out of it, right? Because Talon did overstep slightly. But yeah, fighting into that minus 16 armor at minute 11. Yeah, they got punished for that. Look at this farm speed, and he doesn't have that many items, but his DPS is so insane just because of that.
This is 12 minutes, by the way. Like, literally 12 minutes.
Using 8 hits to kill a big ancient creep.
Yeah,
disgusting.
Oh, look at the hammer. Like the gleaming hammer actually allows you to work with so much distance. I guess that's the benefit of that facet.
Okay, so if you get absolutely dumpster on lane, you can still poke from range, I guess. This is a smoke on WS though.
Could be a pretty decent kill. He has the Sunder available. Do they have any way of stopping it? Can turn around, Sunder the Ember. Yeah, Mikoto's in with the Rolling Thunder. Wonder Boy in big trouble. They did not plan that well at all. The Chain Frost is gonna almost kill Yokum, but it doesn't finish the job. And 3 members again going down. Gotta scratch your head and wonder exactly what the plan was there for Castaway. It all falls apart.
Surely we will burst the Terror Blade before he can use his Thunder ability, right?
Yeah, surely, if nobody on Talon responds at all, surely. But it almost felt like Talon had that one read like a book. Mikoto already wound up the Rolling Thunder coming in.
Yep, that was perfect. Honestly, Talon, they look good. I don't know what happened yesterday to these guys, that they lost 0-2, but I mean today they look hot. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Maybe a bit of mental damage after losing that game number 1 because they were in the lead for so long and then Cuckoo is able to claw it back slowly and surely. And I think Cuckoos are the type of team that you feel kind of tilted playing against, to be honest with you. Like, they got that kind of, you know, very provocative personality. So you lose to them, you feel a bit annoyed at yourself, you get tilted and then you're just like, damn. Suddenly we're 2-0, suddenly we're in the lower bracket. But Talon, like you said, probably a stern talking to by Pile I Die, quite a bit more disciplined. Even compared to that first game, right? The first game, there were some moments where it felt a little bit iffy. And they're still trying to make a go onto JG here. This is kind of a bit
Radiant's
awkward.
bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Okay, nothing happened. Spearrun spawning. Nah, but honestly, Cuckoo is just a good team as well, right? I mean,
Agreed.
we're kind of memeing on them and stuff, but all of their players are, I would say, tier 1
Radiant's
potentially.
bottom tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
Oh, for sure,
potential
yeah.
players. Maybe they even
I mean,
improved kicking Cuckoo. Or getting rid of Cuckoo.
Jeez. Oh, relax. That's their namesake right there.
Radiant's bottom
I mean, he left them, right? So it's like, oh, go on Ember. Not joking.
Yeah,
Nice, got the Jokum. Got the Jokum.
got the joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Pipe
fallen.
ready on WS Doll. Similar to last game, pipe rush, right? And the Doomy went with the pipe. Now we went with the pipe again.
Still a solid item, even though I was kind of doubting in the draft. I was just a bit worried about the physical damage coming out from the Dire side, but fair bit of magic in between the Celestial Hammer, the Lich spells, and some of what the Ember can bring.
Yep. So that's the thing with the pipe, right? The enemies don't need to have overwhelming magic damage, right? It just needs to be 450 per hero, kind of, right? 400.
Yeah.
So like one Chain Frost, just blocking one Chain Frost and one like hammer is already enough, right?
Yeah,
Dire
that's some
are
of the
scanning.
major damage components in the fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
If we want to attack, where though? Where are
A bit of a
attack?
bait in the mid lane, feels like. Smoke move onto everyone in Talon, looking for an angle into the triangle. Kishka on the front lines, be the first one found by the Diffusal Blade. Should just be a task death, everyone else evacuates.
That's okay. Oh no, not super happy with that. Good move by
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Kishka and Castaway. Not losing too much into this pipe pipe timing.
Yeah.
They are farming them up rather efficiently as well. They do lose the tier 2 though. And the outpost, probably.
Radiant's
Lion
bottom
tries to
tower
take it.
is under
Pango is
attack.
close to there to guard him. But Castawake, they're pushing the side lanes. Look at this. TA pushing bottom. Dawnbreaker pushing top. This is no despair teamless move, right? Teamless move. They just ran into them and fed. While these
Yeah.
guys, they actually know what to do. Split the
Yeah.
side lanes and wait for the timings, right?
Radiant's top
If
tower
you're
is
behind,
under
that's
attack.
all you can do in Dota 2. You should not try to fight desperately, because when you're behind, you will lose those fights. Straight up.
Yeah, looking at Mikoto now. A bit low on the resources. Solar Guardian coming in, but he gets the Rolling Thunder out in time. This is not looking like a good fight anymore for Castawakes. I don't see how they can win this, especially with their heroes dying so quickly. Mikoto would just have free reign, take down 3. The Tusk is gonna die to that final impetus, and the only person not to die is Chidori, who is all the way in the bot lane. And she
Okay.
just
So, good idea, but I think they didn't check the illusion rune
Radiant's
on
bottom
Mikoto.
tower is under attack.
He had an illusion rune. He was able to dispel
Dire's middle tower is under
the
attack.
Searing chains, and because of that, the Dawnbreaker ult didn't connect, and he was able to get the roll off.
yeah.
I don't know
All
what
of that would have
happened.
been different if Mikoto ended up like he wasn't able to Rolling Thunder. He doesn't have the roll up as well, so it's like.
Yeah.
But now your timing has ended because the courier is just gonna deliver a shot, and that is never gonna happen again.
Nope. You can't do that anymore. He had the illusion room to cover once. Now the roll up is there all the time. I think that's actually a key point in this matchup. Last game, JG didn't have the shard on the Pango, right? And in this one situation, he got caught out by the root, right? Where he got
Yeah.
doomed afterwards, right? It was like a game-breaking fight. This is not gonna happen now. Mikoto is just one step ahead, it seems like.
It always feels so tough on the Pango to decide when you're gonna get that shot because it's one of those things that you know is a great item, but buying it feels a bit painful because Pango just exponentially grows stronger with every single item he gets. So, like having to forgo maybe a potential stat item or maybe some mobility just for that. But this game, I think Mikoto's right on track. Itemization on all the Talon members looking swell. Cuckoo's picked up that gem, so ready to continue the control. It's all looking Talon. And when we saw the draft for Castaway, we were hoping they were going to play a very fast up-tempo, grab the first Roche, run at you, Chidori's going to pop off, this tier is going to be the strongest hero on the map. Just hasn't really been the case just because of how dominant Mikoto has been from the mid lane.
Yeah, no breathing room for the Dire as well. They have not used a single Dawnbreaker ult to great effect. They just had this failed gang on Mikoto. I think they earlier also had a Dawnbreaker ult. Just didn't pay off well, and Dawnbreaker is a hero that needs to pay off well early on. This guy doesn't scale into the late game at all, I would say. Yeah, kind of missed it. Let's see what happens here.
Hexat immediately eliminating the Lich. Yokum in big trouble. Everybody in the snowball just comes out into the bowling ball. Mikoto and the Requiem sends all of them flying. Castaway just being put to bed by Talon. Good night, Chidori, not even in the fight, because he knows there's no chance. That was perfect from them, and Yokum doesn't. How does he survive?
No way in hell. It's the classic carry experience, right? You're trying to farm your items, you're telling your teammates, guys, I need one more item. And they're like, sure, bro. And then they all die. It's like, okay.
Yeah. You're like, please don't fight, please. And they're like, oh yeah, word. And then suddenly you glance over, there's 4 people in a snowball trying to get a lion. And they just get obliterated. This is tough shit. And if you're Aurora, I mean, you're looking at this Talon lineup right now, you might be a little bit afraid. If Mikoto has woken up on the right side of bed, you are in trouble.
Yep. Honestly, I kind of feel like Talon... I mean, okay, we don't know the power level of Castawake and Boom. Boom is probably better than Castawake, probably by far even. But still, Talon look very good. They look better than Aurora did yesterday. That's all I could say.
Yeah. Punch up in the sky. Akashi still has that age. It's not bothered by a thing. Chidori can't even commit. The rest of Castaway will just get mowed down. GG is called. It is over. Yesterday, in the first sort of day of the close qualifiers, we thought, okay, maybe these teams are going to be a bit more loose. Maybe the weaker teams or the teams that are not as, you know, at the same level as everyone else are going to get weeded out right